Hi, welcome to a Pick a Number video where Archangel Raphael will speak about past life themes which are active in your vibration. So I'm going to ask you to pick a number 1 to 5 and just be guided by your higher self, by your inner feeling about it. And then go to the timestamp with that number on it, and Raphael will speak. And then after you've heard your particular message, go to the final timestamp, and that will be the clearing one. And Raphael will do a clearing for every group to do with their themes, which are active in their vibration. So yeah, hope you enjoy this video, and please let me know in the comments below how you found this and how the messages resonated with you and how you found the clearing. Really appreciate your comments. Yeah, anyway, thank you. So, group number 1, this is your message. I would like you to know that what I see for all of you is that your past life themes have been very much about feeling a sense of lack in your lives, a lack when it comes to the material plane. What I see is that there have been harsh lives of poverty, of feeling that you do not have enough to sustain yourselves materially, whether it is food or something else. It is very physical for you, very material, and because of this, there is a feeling in you that there is not enough, that you must keep going and working in order to have what you need on a very basic level. What I will say is the type of lives you may have had are ones that have been in places where there has been a lot of poverty, perhaps even war and devastation from this. You may have even had lives where quite literally you were living on the streets with absolutely nothing at all, having to fend for yourselves, find what you need in quite industrious ways. What I would like all of you to know is that these themes are not uncommon, but for this particular group, you have had a lot of lives like this, which has led to a feeling inside that you have to fight for survival, to have your needs met on a basic level. You may find yourselves at times feeling extremely afraid about whether you are able to feed yourselves or not, whether you have enough to keep going. You may even occasionally find it difficult to simply be in the flow of life when things are good, because you have a niggling feeling inside that perhaps you will be left without anything at all if you do go with the flow, if you flow with the good times. I would like you to know that when you are working with these sort of themes, you need to really be clear inside where the feelings are coming from, so you can put it into perspective first. And then after this, you can be worked on more deeply, whether it is by higher beings or whether it is through your own efforts in other ways, whether you are doing some other sort of inner work on yourself. I would also like you to know that there is no such thing as being fully clear of these feelings permanently for you. It is a case of needing to work on yourselves consistently, because when you have had a lot of lives like these feelings come up regularly, so there will be many layers to clear. And as you keep going with it, you will be more or less free on a day-to-day level until your life experience shows you, confirms to you that your needs are always met. And it will only be then that you fully surrender to the flow of life, that you no longer need to work on this anymore. Because once your life shows you that you are fully supported, then after this, these feelings will no longer come up ever again. That is all. Group 2. this is the message for you. What I would like you to know is that what I see for this particular group is that there are many different elements, many different themes to your past lives which are currently active. What I am able to see is that mostly it is all about feeling that there is something against you in life, something that is quite, in one way or another, malicious, negative, dark, that is coming up against you. It may be that you are consistently feeling this in your day-to-day lives at the moment, that life is against you, that something is not on your side. And what I will say is that for all of you, you have had lifetimes where you have been persecuted, where there have been negative forces that have been trying to bring you down, something against you that was very real. It may have been a group of people, or it may have been generally that you were not seen as someone who was of the light. For example, when there were witch hunts, when people who had spiritual gifts were persecuted, called witches, told they were dark, and in one way or another disposed of. What I would like you to know is this feeling is not necessarily about you being paranoid or having something wrong with you. It can often feel this way, but it is a very real life experience you have had. Many life experiences, I see, of being persecuted, being in one way or another seen as a threat, someone in a sense that needs to be disposed of or taken out in some way. What I will say is remember that when you have these feelings come up, it is because of past lives which are amplifying any feelings you may have about the particular moment you are living in now. It is good for you to know this, because through this you can clear all of this away and have a fresh slate, and in this way you are able to move forwards in a new way. You are able to feel that you are supported by life, and when you have experiences when people are against you, put them into context, understand what is going on in that particular moment, and not see it as something that you always have to deal with. It is also good for you to know that when you have this theme running from your past lives, you tend to encounter it in this life, for it to come up, for healing, and to be fully cleared from your system. I would like you to know that when you are very clear that you have these sort of lives, you are able to work through them by going within, asking for them to clear through you. I am also going to do a clearing at the end of this video to help you with this. That is all. Okay, group number 3. I would like you to know that what I see for all of you is that your past lives have all been about feeling that you are not able to go forwards in life easily, that you have had obligations to others, you have had expectations placed upon you, where you have not been able to follow your heart's desires, where you have not been able to be in your spirit and do what you would really like to. I see that for some of you, you have had religious obligations. Perhaps you have been in religious groups that have demanded that you live in certain ways, that you are celibate, for example, or you live in humble surroundings, in a humble way, without any extravagance at all. Or it may be that you have had expectations from your family or other people around you. Or it may even be that you lived in times when you literally had to do something because times were hard and you were not able to follow your dreams, because perhaps you had to go to war or do something else that was seen as the thing to do in order to help others. I would like you to know that for you there is an immense level of frustration that arises when you cannot follow your spirit, do what you feel guided to. And this frustration comes from many lives like this. The answer for you is to know what is going on within and to clear it, but to also be aware that you are able to be free in this life by attuning to that possibility that you can do precisely what you feel to. And as you attune to it, circumstances around you change and start to reflect this back to you. Because for this particular group, you can get stuck in places in your life where you firmly believe that people need you to do certain things, and you believe it so strongly that you end up creating it. What I will say is the way out is to know that you are free in your spirit, that you are able to pursue your dreams and passions, and then things around you will rearrange to reflect this. Also, the clearing at the end will help you. That is all. So, group 4, this is your message. What I see for this particular group is that there is a lot going on energetically around past lives, connected to feeling that you are not really fulfilling your destiny, feeling that whatever you do does not really work out in the way you would like. I see that you have all had many lives where you have felt that you have failed in accomplishing your goals, aspirations, that something has got in the way. I see that for some of you, it stops you from even trying, and for others, it means that you are constantly feeling like a failure, that nothing you do works out. What I see is that the themes have all been around something getting in the way of you achieving your dreams. And what I see, the way out, is to feel inside what really happened. Because for all of you, in all the lives you have had like these, there has been something that has stopped you, but that something has been different in the different lives. And what I see is that often things have not worked out because perhaps other people were not ready for what you were trying to do. Sometimes it has been because someone else has sabotaged it. But what I will say is as you clear away these negative feelings, you will feel an immense surge of energy from within, and you will really have a feeling inside that in this life you can achieve whatever it is you have come here to do. I would like you to know that it is perfectly natural to feel that there is no point doing something if it is not going to succeed. But at the same time, in every failure, there is the seed of success in the future. So sometimes it has simply been a learning experience for you to know not to trust certain people, or to know that perhaps the way you were trying to do something was not quite right for the times you were living in. So there was an adjustment to be made. It wasn't a case of your dreams not being able to succeed, ever. It was a case of something that was not quite right, something that could be adjusted. So what I will say is go within, feel out the energies inside, and be prepared to let go of what was not right in those lives, and know that you can and will succeed in this life, that you will find the right way of achieving your dreams. You will be rightly guided, and things will work out for you. And as you know this, you will experience it. That is all. And group 5, this is your message. For this particular group, what I see is that there have been many lifetimes where you have felt that you are not really in the right place at the right time. Lifetimes where you have perhaps been in places that have not felt right for you, where you have not felt seen or heard. These sort of lives tend to occur when you are born into cultures that you do not quite fit into, where there are customs you do not relate to, and you feel unseen, unheard for who you are. For some of you, you have always felt that you have never quite escaped this, even in this life, and for others you have, but you have an underlying feeling inside of not quite fitting in, not quite being seen, that comes from those lives. What I will say is the answer for this is to go within, to feel yourselves for who you are, and know that you have a place in life, and know you will be rightly guided to the right place to express your purpose, your spirit. The sort of lives you have often had as well were ones where you were quite literally in places where you were not able to even express yourselves freely, and so you were not really even able to feel who you were from the inside, because there was no way you could express it outwardly, so you lost parts of yourself. And what you must do is resurrect those parts by going within, attuning to them, and know that through this opportunities will automatically arise outwardly for you to express more of who you are. That is all. Okay, so this is for all the groups now. So we're going to do a clearing with higher beings to clear away all the active past life themes that are in you at the moment. And so this clearing will clear away what's active in this moment. So you may sort of find that you want to revisit this clearing, because at another time there'll be different things which are active in your vibration, and it may even be the same themes which are active, but you're going deeper with them. So I'll let Archangel Raphael guide the clearing, and just be still and present. Close your eyes if you feel to, and the clearing will be done for you. May the light that is within you and around you fully support this process. And I ask for the Lords of Karma to come in now and clear away all the life themes from other lives which are active in this moment in your vibration. I would also like to invite in Metatron to clear the themes from the place where they first started, from the first incident that ever happened that had this theme. And finally, I would also like to invite in Katumi to clear anything in you that has ancestral connections to these themes. So you will be cleared of these themes on every level. I would like you to be present, and this will be done. I would like you to know that this is complete. And finally, I would like you to be aware that you can revisit this video and you may find that different themes are active when you next listen to it, or the same ones, and you can do another clearing to clear away what is active in that moment. That is all. Yeah, so just like to say thank you for listening, everyone, and please let me know in the comments below how you found this, and how it resonated with you as well in terms of the themes Raphael spoke of, and yeah, and also if I'll be doing other videos with Raphael speaking and doing clearings. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and also in the description, if you felt to, you can donate, and there's a link in the description below for that. Yeah, thank you very much for listening.